Everything in life is a choice. That's what I believe. We have a choice. And I'm going to share with you in this video the power of making a choice, the power of choice itself, and how to fearlessly make choices and make decisions that are in alignment with what you actually want, not what you don't want. Because most people, first of all, have a hard time making a choice. And if they make a choice, they don't follow through with that choice. And it stops them from being the free beings that they are. And I think that choice, and understanding what choice even is, what intention is, how much mind power you have to create your reality using your choice and your intentions, to manifest your reality into existence, I think there's nothing more epic than that. I am so passionate about the power of choice, and I'm going to be sharing with you in this video exactly how to take back your control in terms of how to make fearless choices that will bring you exactly what you want. And if you stick with me until the very end of this video, you will not be disappointed, because this is going to be exactly what you need to bring in what you want through your mind power, and also balancing it with the feminine, which I'll include that as well. So the power of choice, how to fearlessly make decisions in your life. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Number one, the first thing you need to understand to see the power of choice and how to fearlessly make decisions in your life is to see that there's no such thing as a good or bad choice. I used to have so much anxiety, so much fear, so much resistance around, am I making the right choice? Am I in alignment with my higher desires? Am I doing the right thing? Is this in alignment with my higher self? Because especially when I had my spiritual awakening, I was like, oh my gosh, is this in alignment? Am I in alignment? I'll tell you what alignment is in a moment. But that was so crippling to my well-being, and it wasn't helping me to manifest anything at all. It wasn't helping me to manifest anything, and it was crippling my life. It was crippling my freedom and my ability to enjoy my life on a consistent basis. That's why when I overcame this, I really felt inspired to share this with the world, because the moment I realized that there's no such thing as a good or bad choice, I got back my freedom. And the first thing I felt called to do was just to share it with everybody, because it's like, holy crap, this is amazing knowledge. Every person needs to know this, because that is what is blocking them. Choice is what you need to create your reality. You need to make a choice in your life around who you want to be, around what you want to create, around what your vision is, around everything. Every single goddamn thing in life is a choice. Your life right now is a manifestation of the previous choices and intentions that you set, whether consciously or unconsciously. Now, if we can consciously create those choices, we can start to move in the direction of the life that we desire. You would never consciously manifest a life that you don't desire, would you? I'm not saying that we have control over everything, but we have control over some things. And if there's some things you can control, well, I'll tell you some things you can't control are, one thing, the choices that you make. You have full control over the choices that you make. You may not be able to control the external world. You may not be able to control people. You may not be able to control circumstances always, but you can have a choice. You have a say in how these things unfold once you're in a certain position. And you don't do it by controlling the outside world. You do it by controlling your choices. And I'm going to share with you a little bit more in just a little bit in terms of how to make more powerful choices, but I'm already doing it right now. Understand that there's no such thing as a good or bad choice. Because this is the thing, everybody's anxieties and fears are usually predicated upon the fact that, what if I'm making the wrong choice? What if I'm not doing something that's right or wrong? Or what if it's like, just make a goddamn choice. Just make a goddamn choice. You'll be so shocked to see that when you fearlessly make a choice, you're gonna open yourself up to the truth that what's happening is that it's not really about the choice itself that matters as much as you might think. You might think like, what is the right choice, right? What choice do I make? So you're gonna look up like 50 different techniques on look up all these YouTube videos, read hundreds of books. Like, what choice do I make? Which path do I take, Francis? Do I become a musician? Do I become a YouTuber? Do I become this? Do I work with this mentor? Like, I don't know, Francis, it's just causing anxiety. It's causing anxiety because you're worried too much about what the choice is, and you're not focused enough on where the choice is being made from. The place that you make the choice from, in my personal opinion, is far more important than what the choice actually is. Because what level of consciousness you're operating on from that choice will lead you to the correct choices inevitably, even if that choice in that moment is maybe not the best choice for you, like relatively what you want to create. You'll very quickly learn from that experience and know, wait a second, this is not, that wasn't a wise choice. But the way that you develop wisdom is by fearlessly making choices and not knowing if it's the right or wrong choice. Because you don't know, we don't know always if we're making the right choice. How can you really know? But if you just make a choice from that space of fearlessness, now you take back your power. I personally am so passionate about this. I don't know what could be more goddamn powerful than to make a fearless choice. Every single time I've ever made fearless decisions and I continue following that upward spiral, I manifest everything into my life. Everything that I want unfolds almost like a fairy tale. It becomes like a dream. Reality is becoming more like a dream for me every single day. I'm falling in love with life. I'm falling in love with the deep connections I have in my life. I'm falling in love with life itself because I see that there's no such thing really as a right or wrong choice, but it's the energy that I come from. And when I say energy, I mean, it's not really about how you feel or what you think. It's about it's something deeper than that. It's who you are. It's the person you become. There's a reason why very successful people make choices very quickly without overanalyzing it. Because if you overanalyze it, your energy stagnates, and then that lowers your frequency and your vibration, and now you're probably not going to make a good choice. See, the irony of it all is that when you're thinking, what is the wrong choice? That changes the place you come from, and then you end up making terrible choices. Terrible choices. You want to make the best possible choice? Make a choice fearlessly and understand that there's no such thing as a good or bad choice. You'll probably make a really good choice. And even if it's not in alignment with what you want to create, most likely it is. Even if it's not, you'll very quickly learn and then shift into the next choice and do that one fearlessly too. And then align with your true vision very, very quickly. Number two, everything happens for a reason. That's what I believe, at least. Some people don't subscribe to that reality. That's my reality. You don't have to subscribe to that belief system if you don't want to. I believe everything happens for a reason at an objective, absolute level. So when you fearlessly make decisions, you'll start to see that everything that happened was just a stepping point to you becoming more in alignment with your true vision, with what you really want to create, with who you really are. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you make the choice that is not in alignment with what your true vision is, fearlessly, you will learn through contrast and see that, okay, this doesn't really resonate with me. This is not really what I want to create. And this is what I do want to create that is in contrast to that. You'll know. So when you commit to a reality, there's nothing to be afraid of. Because this is also what's going to happen too. That you're going to realize, that I personally realized, which I hope you realize this, you may not, but I hope you do. Eventually everybody will, in my opinion, but I think it's just the truth. It's not just an opinion, but I won't say that so strongly because then people might be like, well, Francis, you sound arrogant. But that's what I believe. And the truth that I believe is that everything does happen for a reason. What do I mean by that? Well, when I say everything happens for a reason, it means that I'm choosing to have that perspective. Because that perspective is assisting me in becoming the person that I really want. And that even in of itself is a choice. It's a choice to believe that everything happens for a reason as well. But I also have this belief that from an objective point of view, everything has happened for a reason, because like even if you fall out of alignment, even if you make decisions that come from even a bad place, you don't want to judge yourself or shame yourself or feel guilty for making any choices, because you had to learn. You had to learn. Unconscious choices in a way aren't even choices that you made because they're totally unconscious. But I'm going to say though that in a way they are choices still from an absolute level. But how to fearlessly make decisions is something that you can do, is to start to open yourself up to the belief, if you want to subscribe to this reality, that everything happens for a reason. I'm telling you, I'm going to go a little bit deeper here. Get ready. This is powerful stuff. I really want you to take this in. This is how you make fearless decisions. You open yourself up to this belief that I'm sharing with you right now. I'm not saying it's objectively true, but there can be some objective truth to it if you subscribe to this reality and you start to see more of this in your reality. Again, I believe the objective truth is that we subjectively create our reality. There is a meaninglessness to reality that is quote unquote objective, where everything is going to be experienced no matter what. But from a relative perspective, when I, for example, make a choice and I fearlessly make that choice, and then I commit to a certain vision, right? And then on the way to that vision, perhaps something doesn't go the way that I want. And then what most people do is they assign a negative meaning to that thing that happened that seems to contradict their vision and the choices that they previously made. And they say, maybe I shouldn't be going after this. Maybe I made the wrong choice. See, they're living in fear. It wasn't a wrong choice. It was a fearless choice. And now you're doubting that choice when you know you wanted that thing. But now the old reality is coming up, and then most people do is they fail the universal test, which is not really a test. It's just the old reality that you chose that's coming up. But you're still in fear. The person's still in fear, so they don't believe they're free beings, and then they assign a negative meaning, and then nothing manifests. But most people do that, is they assign a negative meaning to that vision, and then they believe, why is this happening to me? This shouldn't be happening to me. I shouldn't be experiencing this. Maybe this is blocking my, you know what I'm saying? All these thoughts start to come up, but what you want to do is you want to say, screw that. Believe that everything happens for a reason. It's your personal truth, and it's real for you because you believe it is. But this is not just about well, Francis, you sound delusional now. But these are the people that manifest their reality. This is when you start to get to accelerated manifestation. And then people are going to start wondering, why does everything work out for this person? Why does this person keep manifesting everything? They have such a positive attitude. They seem so delusional, like they're not in reality, yet they manifest everything that they want, and they're going to think those people lucky. They're not lucky. They have taken control of their mind and are choosing to see that everything does happen for a reason. Now, let me tell you this. Because that thought is amazing and increases your life capacity to experience even more consciousness and the infinite everythingness of all that is a true aligned thought. Any thought that lifts your vibration is an unconditionally loving thought. So that means that that thought has a universal truth to it. If a thought causes resistance and brings you down, don't believe in that thought because it's not a universally truthful thought. So everything happens for a reason is, in a way, a true belief system if you want to open yourself up to that reality. Does that make sense? So once that old reality comes up, you have a choice. You have a goddamn choice in that moment. Are you going to believe in the old reality or make a choice that everything happens for a reason? But Francis, what if everything happens for a reason is a wrong choice? There's no right or wrong choices. You can believe and make any goddamn choice that you want that's going to assist in your reality. Every single moment of your life, you have a choice to assign whatever meaning you want to that situation that's going to unfold. It's going to change how your reality unfolds. And everything happens for a reason. It's a pretty goddamn good choice to make, in my opinion, because it helps you to manifest a lot. And it doesn't help other people when you suffer, but it does help other people when you manifest your reality and lead by example. And that belief system definitely helps you to do that. Number 3, fear-based decisions cause suffering and manifest the reality that you don't even want. The reality you don't want, you manifest that reality into existence. So when you live into fear, fear feeds off of fear. When you're scared of something, you actually pull that scenario into your life because you're believing that it's real, that it's actually going to happen. And it is in a way real for you personally because you're feeding it energy. Now, don't be scared of having one negative thought because it takes time and energy and momentum for something to manifest. But if you believe in that fear long enough and you make a decision based on fear and you keep riding that downward spiral, you're going to manifest that situation. I've seen this happen all the time with people that I used to hang out with. Of course, I don't really have people like that in my life anymore unless I'm really supporting them or coaching them or something. But I don't feel in a resonance to be in deep connection with people that are living from that vibration because I'm not a vibrational match to those people. That's not a personal thing. That's just how reality works. That's just how reality is. That's just the way reality works, okay? So you can do the same thing. You'll notice that when you manifest the more from truth, the people that are aligned with a reality that's not as truthful will start to fall away. Now again, you create your reality. What is true, what's not true, what's real, what's unreal, it's pretty much up to you. It's pretty much up to you. The question is, what do you want to believe in? Do you want to believe in fear-based decisions? Now, this is what I want you to understand. Fear-based decisions cause suffering for you and others, first of all, okay? And they manifest that reality into existence. So you always have a choice. Once you become conscious of what I'm saying here, why would you choose to believe in fear? If you have a thought that says, what if, fill in the blank, it's as easy as just saying, I don't believe in that. You can do that. It's just that easy. You can literally declare to yourself, I don't believe in that story. That's not me. That's the power of your mind. And you can only make that choice though once you're aware of who you really are, of course, from that space of consciousness. But you do have to make a choice though. It's not like having awareness is the first step. But the second step is to say, I am not going to believe in that story because it's not in alignment with who I am. I appreciate it. I love it. I show gratitude for it. But you know what? That's not me. Why? Because I choose it right now. Choice. Do you see how powerful choice is? To choose to not to believe in a story that is not serving your vision, to only choose to focus on what you prefer to see, to only choose to focus on what you actually want. That is, listen, I don't know what's more, I don't know what's more epic. Like obviously I'm like, you might be feeling a little bit of that energy because I'm so passionate about it, but there's probably more epic things personally for other people, but for me personally, I don't know what is more epic in my life. I'm gonna write a book on this. I'm gonna write a whole book just on the power of choice. Get ready. I'm gonna write a book on the power of choice because the power of choice is so goddamn powerful. You can completely take control of your reality once you know this. Once you know this, there's no going back, seriously, because you are a free being. You can take back your sovereignty when you see you do have a choice. And with that, I conclude this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Also, please hit that like button so this video and my channel can expand and grow to more people, and it does help the algorithm when you do hit the like button and leave a comment. And the reason I want you to do that is because I want as many people as possible to understand that they are the creators of their reality. I want as many people as possible to take back their sovereignty, to take back their freedom. You do have a choice in your life. You do have a say in how reality unfolds, and I want every single person to know that. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.